weekend Cameroon mano ashe Black Queens e kabakwa yentumi ante group D na mu no na chese Mali elsewhere e posa Capo Verde by 3-2 amaye group no after 2 games ayabo group D ni mu no Cameroon ekwa 6 points Ghana mano Black Queens ekwa 3 Mali mano ewa 3 and Capo Verde mano omuni point be
so okay so let's look at our headlines. Any police in some
yes, FIFA president under pressure.
FIFA president under pressure.
Yes, he's under pressure.
Wales for the first to withdraw their support.
Yes, their support.
Okay, I think we will discuss that when I'm fortunate. Tottenham plan to step up efforts to sign Cody Gakpo. Hey, sir.
Yes, but meanwhile,
Liverpool. Liverpool ne when Bakola.
Yes, Bakola.
The moment they are ready to let him go, just say they are more baby. Okay, that would be a good one for Tottenham also. Tottenham,
yes. Other reports are also saying say Liverpool have no plans to sell Kodiga.
Okay, so Kai Havertz says Arsenal are aiming at every single trophy this season. João Cancelo signs for signing for Barcelona is a final stretch. Jose Mourinho has informed the higher ups at Real Madrid that he wants all the current stars to stay at the club. They should keep. Madrid players, they say obviously they will keep them. Yeah. And then I'm going to say, I don't want to go doing commercial mouton.
The speculations around some players.
Real Madrid, I'm to top players. Anti Jose.
Shippy players be out of the club.
I don't know who catch him paying for.
Yes, a lot of people are saying, say, you can play your stars in the code. Star beyond.
I know, catch him paying for.
That's a report, say, on a
Kim Min-jae on the competition at Bayern. I'm very happy to be able to compete with Jonathan Tah and Dio Upamecano. We have a lot of competition for places at Bayern every season. That's good. Atletico Madrid considering a surprise move for Jack Grealish. 2026 Commonwealth Games in Glasgow. Say games are ending, right?
Yes.
Louise Hoskins, an Australian long bowler.
Yes.
The
oldest gold.
The oldest gold medalist at the Commonwealth Games. That's fine. Yes. As a proceed so I invite Kwame Poku Emame. And Kwame Poku Mame, the police force on there. For questioning. Oh, okay. So I'm booking over the weekend dinner needing our system.
Of course.
Say we free kotokwana say or free training or
free kotoko.
Oh, there be on free kotoko. On free kotoko. Free training no so free one.
Kampuku bayi. No. It's not more. Kotoko say that the season ahead. Omuntu ni nya adwuma bi.
Na say san just we free.
Oh say.
Anya what do I no catch you so free. On free. Ebia coaches na say on come plans on just we free. To free be afi no mbe ye ho adwuma hwe.
Of course.
If he's still your player, you either find a club for him because you cannot also cancel any contract unilaterally.
Yes.
Until a process. So players, others like Prince Badu, Biseba for Francis Akwa, Benjamin Tu, Kwame Poku. Okay, Edin, as you say, Eho Apaso. About the two players, Bisu training, be Augustine Randolph and Asante Bwahi. Anton Tam.
Yes.
Okay, so Mohamed Ahmed Polo, the dribbling magician, honestly, Benjamin Asai should not waste time to pursue opportunities that will improve his future. 10. When you know, Benjamin Asai is talking about Ghana League.
Yes.
Or say you see improved performances at Hearts of Folk. Black Queens were beaten. Then I'm come as Black Queens are more problem in Nigeria. Be the thing that masters BC. Ni ashe woman. On say Malawi, Cameroon, Zambia. Some countries no visa no moba. And if you watch them, they are making cases, but I'm sure the Queens will beat Mali. They should be able to. No, Mali win 3-2 against Cape Verde, but they are called Monica Crano. They should be able to beat Mali and advance to the next stage. Okay, so Black Salah is also Amfa. Omuswaba. And Ghana finished third. In Group B. Tiango Enim. Wow. Happening. Loyalty, Translite Solar, you go so a common for. They say the way to go is solar.
Yes.
So what I say, Ohana Kanyana Dumnan go for so generator and agents and near there. Plants near the Unya solar. And Nana in Chekra Translite for say, Omo Baba, yes, seminar B.
Yes.
No, my friend, one for Mama Baba tea. Solar Nasia Chichimuye. United Solar, say, I go to Mokra pressure of coffin.
Of course.
So I say, ne, Ada, and then my build the build the eba. 2 person solar, canning and any bonnet, dinner, in Yamusa. Solar in say, we are bar, or the panels will go feel so. There we are not burguswa, we are not power not a woman, Riano. Sunlight, convert it. No, and dear son of the edge, my 3 days a real more crowd, we okay. Ungo to Chescabia, build like a CBN, Unya, no, now call baby. Go fire, Homo Crend, your Maya, a bomb pa. Tibomondian, never translate solar. Nako to International, Accra International Airport. A hokra, name, a Dumacasia, Okrumanyo, Fiena, and now factory for only say. A bebo, we are built no doors 0242 from this year 438746 0242438746 0256 040838 0256 040838 na bibia nko so kama emfamma. Yes, once a Kangen for Swalland, Kangen and magic drinking water. Ensure I won't know more. Nature say cancer, some of the year because alkaline a woman.
Yes.
And one airborne who buy. Said the doctor Otuo-Acheampong no. Ya pe Kangen. Bin go form who no crano so no Kangen man a bomb. Papa. Okay, tia pe Kangen bin a branch and chobe baby chichimu. Na the tien say Morinu and Akokache married for say. I didn't know who. Timonso so players no more. Yes, I go for the umbeko. 950 sports lawyer.
Now since you see our card who say player Rock Nation for card the statement about. Said they say 12 Kenya and drop.
Nani and I know say na me buza say. Oh, who say what's all my position?
You read the statement.
So you know, I've told you said there's no link whatsoever. I know the say. Arsenal go can baby Arsenal carry now my yas and Jeff Wire my Morino name one frabro sign. Dimrika Tiri Agwepra. Agwa Busa Florentino Perez say the Omuye na ihu. What's after one of my bad so Bianca so Bevini. You can't see my own TV because I'm in Rock Nation. Me Rock Nation for an abo. Eti I don't pay and Morino that or not.
As I for more Vinicius.
Never.
That be Chroma has now for.
Never send me to Groma. Send me to Groma. And a senior dean. And no senior. David. David. And but Obuan or Das now or Vinicius. What Das now? None over there to Zoli Koye. Aberration for now. Zolis. More Vinicius Modi. Time has na say Real Madrid women away 5. Na Vinicius jina. Then you are here. Yambo. David.
More than 4 players. I don't pay Yama Yenatia form and Yanacho phone na special good morning. Na Yama Yenatia form Aquaba. Ya kama Samra Sanson and pay ye kunko phone crosso and somewhere Edi adencheche ebum fumpa onko phone crosso edi sefata sa ushe na utiebi ena anopening na yede to anim ewo dwumade no so ye live ewo Facebook pages no so Oyerepa Radio Oyerepa TV Ghana, Oyerepa Radio, Oyerepa TV Ghana. Our social so now we are good to go. Oyerepa, I see a finyamem, NTSM, afi international football num dietenie. Oko Louis Van Ha, na suya, diamete anopay, se Louis Van Ha. Se se commandum etimi aduanim ye pa. Netherlands any team commence that bim Louis Van Ha. Our selba na obey jumam ema Netherlands national team nom na amuchem sem say na yade na sickness near jadnom enya major concern emfa emon biem enti obey juma nom ade ama Netherlands national team be follow sa story nom details sina ebe to so afri home Javier Tebas sem a suspected Fiorentino Perez se okahombi ase na ohyehye Fiorentino Perez on Gianni Infantino ase ana amopesem amode football jisika ose ohwem Florentino Perez said ya osi dinu juma die football ma ase sika ento ofisam na opinion akahombi ana sam yem for FIFA propose and concord member association sanim na amunjentum na yanton a stake from the World Cup and ayansibam efi Javier Tebas na suya etodam and na anopay na uko several sources eka mensa UEFA form tete openi na UEFA form ete Gianni Infantino sam openi menton document ni na nkudio openi ya kam what ya se email sao donina about a proposal no men tonkre esanse ye wonsam busa ewo mum eno ye UEFA nsamo amote ebam ene anopay ewo dwumade no so live on Oyerepa 100.7 FM live on Oyerepa TV now minko England na fe ye nim komam ewo England ene anopay na Andoni Ariola onimsa one ne Liverpool eko 2 goals up ema ombelusu 4-2 Leeds United and Andoni Ariola after some outing kugo and central form ebusa Andoni Ariola say opening game number 1 who say na squad no kra are you okay with the squad na and I see and kakran Yegusua yeko a seasoner me expect more a fay and a pre-season etimi asas ya bought games and them baby am a person with team do before the start of the season and ya dem etimi adu nemom the lines of Rio Ngumo Hanom and a chair nyoni nom e motiba wo ebonu ya Liverpool ni afi fashion team se enkodanom ebenya chance and no me manager ema Liverpool bobo korum and what Roy Keane at the atujo says here we Pep Guardiola film English Premier League numa the best manager in the English Premier League. Young come up beyond to say I am Mikel Arteta of Arsenal. I am the best after Pep Guardiola. Our league and what team? I mean confirming and man said Tottenham Spurs and Komoi. Yaba catcher was Amania Berepa. Set Cody Gakpo. Emram Amaya Jumam Emma Tottenham Spurs team name Komonum Omugusua. Omutin Komasa Cody Gakpo. Abam Amaya Jumam at the Amatim Nemum reporter. Ekutame HSM and Peninform and ya Amadre. Sa Ambeton Cody Gakpo. Amana Kobabia. Amopese Cody Gakpo etnam na for twasum. Aya Jumam Emma Bobo Kuna de San Samina. Atuanim and na anopay. Now Uko Al Ittihad Suya reporter Kutame Adisa Al Ittihad Etim Command ten. Sa Muhammad Salah Gali. Omuhiano Amram Amaya Jumam Emfa Ematim na report HMSM aya 25 million euros and I'm a proposal a year at the Emma Mo Salah sa onji sa sikarom na fe Amaya Jumam Emfa Ematim no Kai Havertz a player Emma Arsenal na Kai Havertz at the atujo se afi Arsenal and it's what do and some metim at the trophy bia mo Arsenal ekom and the English Premier League the Ukoma Champions League and the FA Cup trophy beer. Arsenal Arsenal come some amoko akwakoje and no aye can have vet of Arsenal. Then some are to jam and na anopay oko James Trafford na suya ni move to Leeds United nom abusiam odimsa conclude na aye 40 million pounds fee, which makes him fourth most expensive goalkeeper of all time. Now, the top 10 most expensive goalkeepers of all time. On say Kepa Arrizabalaga, Odakutem with 71.6 million pounds. Alison Becker, Etoso Mianum 67 million pounds. Now, Andre Onana, Etoso Miansam, Onokuta 42.9 million pounds. Thibaut Courtois, and some Atuasom. Now, it's a Thibaut Courtois with 35 million pounds. Ederson, Onom Ekuta 34 million pounds. Lucas Chevalier, Ekuta 34. And it's on and on and on. Yadahon Sam, Atu, and Ano pay Manchester City director who got Vienna. And at the Atu Jasam, Ukrainian Husanov said the OC develop to become one of the best centre backs. The English Premier League Germany at me as papa na Pep Guardiola a good business and a demand club no more GDS still more room for improvement for Husanov and then someone who go Vienna at the Atujam and I pay I was so now my main coaches and players at time no now fe yenin komo ayonkufa kensi outdopi and I told jam over the weekend reactions are if he coaches any players as you am abaye ebinie oko Mikel Arteta so ya or say Christos Zolis Obonabaso with Emra Amuchi Girona Ashomu 4-1 no Oboboy Nabasu Mikel Arteta.
It was great. Obviously, it was a different summer in terms of the time off that we had. Obviously, last week we played a game in house, and I was very pleased with that. And today as well, I think I've seen a lot of things that makes me be very, very positive. That's what we want. When you play for Arsenal, the expectation should be high and should be expecting really good things. We know what he's capable of doing. We want to be more consistent in terms of the performances and the actions that he can.
Now, Udawani Eko Daniel Fack and Australia Anet Emma Leeds United, Emma out Liverpool, Ashama Ekanai, Emma Liverpool at the Ekanamo Munum, the reaction after game no any.
Yes, first of all, I have to say I'm a bit annoyed because they told me we play a tournament for teams anyhow. We won this tournament and actually I want the trophy because especially in the US you normally get the trophy for everything, but no trophy is around. So for that I'm a bit annoyed, but yeah, all jokes aside, it couldn't be a better ending of this. So the boys have worked so hard, 3 weeks right now in a row without a day off, more or less 2 weeks here in the US.
Ukrainian preseason boys now working for 3 to 2 weeks and their own positives and one team Dominic Zoboslai Asuya Omulusu game no Ochemsa fi opesa abon normal position as a midfielder Ochemsa mupi Dominic Zoboslai.
To speak about general in 2 weeks, I think we get to know each other more and more. Couple of players came later, couple of the guys not even here. Get to know the manager, his stuff. So I think it was a good 2 weeks with 2 wins and 1 loss. But yeah, we learned a lot and we just keep on going. You always have to look in the positive side.
And yeah, Twasom, and we are Dominic Zoboslai player. And Liverpool, Ninsama, Adutuja, and Yadibi. And I don't play Enzo Maresca. 1-1 with Inter Milan over the weekend. And I'll say the person was wrong. How? Not the place, not a person, non pay.
Many positive things, especially minus for the legs, that in this moment it's important. In 2 weeks we have the first official game, so it's important to prepare the legs and the body, and also some good performance. So happy with the performance, and for sure, like always.
Yanko Spain na yenin komo ewo Spain and ano pay na FC Barcelona Demetinin oko Barca suya amusi ofona amode akọ Atletico Madrid nom sayire so na a pause so amode 150 million euros betemtem Atletico Madrid for Julian Alvarez anom latest can't mean sa pay latest an update on João Cancelo na Barca the final stretch sir ombewie João Cancelo no so abeka team no 8 to 10 million euros and ombetuam na February no am a permanent player am a FC Barcelona na Real Madrid and Vinicius Junior and pay my main front to jam sa oko Vadibe Baswa Vinicius Junior and Vadibe Basa and come on HSM on it Jose Mourinho et can share your meeting and my Jose catcher so come a plans na yet is a wiki a decisive week for Vini na agreement ever to Janasa and Toja meeting between on Florentino Perez and a Rock Nation Forum and Madrid but to assume and finalize the image right issues no na Vinicius Junior agency no ya from Rock Nation mamidi can confirm with ma sa Rock Nation Forum amo a sports international agency amo represented the Brazilian player na amo chemu sa Rock Nation Sports Management and entire team cannot stand idle when unprofessional and uninformed media publish fake and damaging information for our attention seekers. Now, I'm going to say, Yankam Obiante, sir, they debunk the report that they have agreed with any other team for Vinicius Junior. President of Rock Nation, and the same way, Etimi Abba, you're telling in Emma and Anopay, Jose Mourinho, while informing Peninform, Sir, opposite Bellingham, opposite Kylian Mbappé, Mother Stars Nina, oh, yes, star. Now, what for team next to about consume maybe a gem, who a team player, opposite no, yeah, Jumam, Atletico Madrid, 18, come on, Sir Jack Grealish, I'm some, about Timmy, I can't Jack Grealish, nothing, I'm not say I can't. Ama womo yeni come Cristiano Ronaldo ho we say weekend never say oh ama Cristiano Ronaldo kura be ware Saturday na me kasa ware bia ni ho on Saturday na amanfo cheche mu no na nyankopon bua according to nhwemu amayenie bonfa one Georgina Rodriguez video no eto so amane Cristiano Ronaldo and Georgina Rodriguez onim say oyene girlfriend long time girlfriend na no ko engage na e say wedding ebeba so na nyankopon bua Saturday August 8 2026 our Madeira Portugal the Ronaldo's birthplace baby I won no and obeyan wedding on Cristiano Ronaldo and Georgina Rodriguez I'm wedding expected some about Lazarus relatively a private celebration here and two and some flower huntime amaho na abusiam a church ceremony abakosum the cathedral in Madeira and no Ronaldo homegrown place I don't know luxury reception abakosum our Savoy Palace Hotel now for close friends ababam any family babam wedding I say many football stars and celebrities ababam afe tight security and privacy abawo Ronaldo wedding I say na yes ukoma current estimation range from 10 million US dollars to 50 million US dollars in between Sasikawe and Ronaldo reportedly or the wedding branding experts and media people are and about wedding I say for the photograph and then the video now I mean fun to jam Sir Ukomwa some Portugal France bia was no no shots here almost when you're crying about word you know I say na yes luxury venue no hotel no I'm charging Ronaldo 1 to 3 million US dollars and now oko security be form na account say security na be tight pa 500,000 US dollars and na odebetua security sneaker food and drinks for VIP guests. $2 million. Decoration and flowers. $500,000. And entertainment and music. $1 to $5 million. Photography, video production, logistics. Hundreds of thousands, over $1 million. And a Cristiano Ronaldo at the Sadio Jordan Rodriguez the dress and the jewelry. Potentially $1 million depending on designers or person and we are deity and I'm pay Paris Saint-Germain as someone pushes Zion Suzuki woman some able to I can randa column 1 year Juventus player now come say auto season take it now or refuse to say match back community and so on ma revoke that seasonal take it what me autonom and on pay on this note live on Oyerepa 100.7 FM live on Oyerepa TV. Yam fan confirm close to some no emfa NC versus Resa. On si ko bi kwa wedding back on. Also jene ye saying inti abusiam yaren confirm close to some na si boss player ene ni team dom etra say na afem komodie etimi atoa so on today's sports na ombewuro na details ni na Abba Mother Stars do na eba na yere canteen energy drinking water and in common the next 10 minutes ya ba na boss player and ni able team no and details some more etimi atoa so into opening good morning said be fine interpedia time with canteen energy drinking water
well now the player magana for kwabana yema won matching family Oyerepa 100.7 on your TV Samsung Life live on your radio 100.7 megahertz. You pass it through now. You didn't come at the far canteen energy drinking water. The only refined and the only source alkaline water. I want my gun and man saying, so I said the American me boa so na one and a based on and come on about bedin. Yes, shahu into ocean mechanengineer. I see Hanum say ya. There details be a in so be a import such as one. Ya trot the other bank at the aguhu. Ya trot pH. pH simply means power of hydrogen. Because a power of hydrogen, and that in a person, your chair, no, the concentration of water in so now one nominal. A debe new man, a woman, a man so ne demo. Into yes, a concentration, either say alkaline, a neutral, and I say a acid. Into send your doctor to work, a camera at Tiasiano. And ya dear say, ya re be a bit matna be a alkaline, the band winter, no fatu with him to say, Unswa one nominal, say, nay, a acid, not so quini pedianima. I dare say, am I a react now, nipedianima, but one Munsua ni pH no below the World Health Organization and the FDA akana below 6.5 for dia no so won say yare et na woni pere no mutu be hia kanchen energy drinking water onoma eboa a flash out toxins ni na nti gia numbers no ene mo enkomo ene ye topic aye ba be hwe ye hwe nei memfaso dia ewo nsu a onoma ekra a pH a bro 6.5 and I say 6.5 apples e de ben elko eno ho komo ne no ba be bo nti mese and yanka sana se person so ya part and parcel of the conversation no so anu bia message ho either say sachet water ya bottled water ya chro bibi mana say 2 letters bia go ho pH that is the power of hydrogen in so the concentration alkaline neutral na say ya acid na kwan ben so na be fa so abehu ya say we the pH tester ya last video be show the achro baby ya tonton so bia ofre kanje no ba ya officer e bi e wo honom o de so nsu ne mu sensu no so blue you get a deep blue mo say no kre mean so no pure alkaline in nature so yellow acid so neutral so green na say neutral to have picture na wo honom na from 0 to 40 we are friend say logarithm scale and na ma wo hunu say ampan so na wo nom no ranges aye de ben wom nti uzumi na obetimi azumi ne kakra e de ama me na abasra nti gia numbers no fra ye na ne amon komo on 0241 44 91 very good and I face 050 73 79 474 numbers ning na very active our WhatsApp inti born again patch all them my first slide no na yen hye enkom na sem free honom ze na ebe ya ye be sha ase free baby na tie for conversations no and so ase inti wo hwe first picture that's cannot times without number and then ASI United Nations recognizes access to safe drinking water as a fundamental human right because water is essential for survival, human dignity and public health. Into the infinity honor na the key ones na sisia yenim say the basic fundamental human right ayen na yenim ye course ku ye chire ubenya right to proper education and right to live but unima for the purposes of education and academics, we United Nations in 2010 and our modest ran by say and who be here and I say nipebia won ho kwan so benya access to a good potable drinking water. Intene unsu awono say so no enya ye deprive of your basic rights. In so no so akoni pedie ne mo na na United Nations amayata say in so na wonom na edi intena when I also want access to a good potable drinking water and I'm say water is essential for survival. It in premp conversation is say in so eyankwa no kra but in so bia na eyankwa na in so awonoma ni pH that is the concentration no eye below 6.5 acid a woman ayare na otodi ama woni padua no enya de se bebo na no pay recommend kanchen energy drinking water e de amount one be that toxins woni pedianum acid woni pedianum a unhia meye kanchen na one na a flash out all these toxins unhia duro because enu ni pokra na won sunsun so woni pediano so na mpo se duro ni mpo betimi agiba enu dodo na untimi nya de ben entompacho kwa the next slide no eso na afi yembo menkomo. Very good. Food and Drugs Authority, Ghana Hanum say the Food and Drugs Authority, FDA, in Ghana state that safe drinking water must have a pH level between 6.5 8.5. Water with a pH below 6.5 is considered too acidic, and the FDA advises the public to only buy registered packaged water that meets the standard. Hade ne pese ye kire wiase kubata no hwe wiase apomode ho nsam so World Health Organization oba Ghana hanum say ya FDA ehwe ye bia ne ho nsam so anuama bia ewo ye dia fine fidie mu canned foods anuane bibia koni pedie ne mu na FDA amayate ase se insuo enso ye part of aduane a ye dia koni pedie ne mu na wonima for the purposes of education and academics dodo na nim se ye ka se aduane no ye the solid ones ne nko ada bi insuo so ka ho ene na FDA wan kasa betimi afa ofo no be gogo details we obenya no crash and say dem me no we discuss FDA say insuo bi a won no ma ni pH level me ni kan chima sure dada insuo anasade be liquid na the concentration below 6.5 obi an say acid wo do pH tester test ya obi won say insuo na be so de ben yellow mo ho say enya de say be boa woni padua no na FDA enso ama ya futuo so de futuo ama public ne say obi obeto ade bi a ya package bi a in the form of insuo bi an onhwe ho say saa insuo na auton emiti FDA standard anase wono mmara wono maka intena no pay kwasa ba akwa ye bisa ne say unsuo na onom a oto na waton ene de onom na emiti FDA standard no se o hweme a me say bottled water bi ese mo nche na enye kanjena me say fa na hwe ho based on FDA emra no no dodo na omumbo so inte dodo na produce insuo a below 6.5 eno ekọ ni pedie no ma acid ebe ha oni pedie no ebi nso ho no ma bon say ya tro 6.5 no and above e de agu but then still na no below standard but the writings can ya tro e de agu akwan be na befa so abehu it is by say we pH test and intima no nso bi akeke nom kantin na age drinking water ebe boa regularize oni pedie pacho yanko next slide so na yembo yenkomo no and so and fine free honum. And see, Osha the other picture now, where a kangen machine, that is the ionizer. And on a kangen in sure no femu na for your process and your source the refined alkaline ya de emamo. Or say the main drinking pH levels for kangen water. It's a kangen and your machine produce from 8.5, 9.0 and 9.5 echo. It's also based on the previous regulation and as FDA rana meno kan ye within the mandate, within the merit, within the FDA akacha yes yen de ben yenya no nti se hanum se na nkomo we so eba no se ebia ope kangen machine bi nso ato de ase ufia eno so kwan ye de ben ewo ho obetimi afra yen ye be ma obi or say the main drinking pH level for kangen water are 8.5, 9.0 and 9.5 through though a large kangen water machine can produce various levels ranging from 2.5. It's a kangen machine no in sweat me produce no and then ya bobo bi so anase bi da screen no so awye de ben wo hwa no from 8.5, 9.0 and 9.5 and 2.5 up or circle 2.5 a low in pH, but from 11.5 and 8.5 the figures and a war astrono ma won hu say ampa kangen machine no it produces several kinds of water, but yes acid no anu nipadua no empe, but anu odwumade for fry ye de ben e di ama nipadua no me pa so moving to the next slide no na o no nsu a containing a low pH concentration no a acidic a ko nipadua no ma mo wa nsu anso a anase health replicated the brain nipadua no health and physical effect nsu a obenom mese na bottled water bi esi won chen bia ya person ya part and parcel of the conversation financial wo be hu pH na wo de wa test e bi ono ma ya twere gu ho keke enso e below stand and patcho bra shro ma me patcho born again bra shro e fa ma me health and physical effect. Pacho born again so honor very good. Metal leaching or say acidic water pacho okay. Acidic water corrodes household plumbing, dissolving toxic metals like lead, copper, and zinc into your drinking water. The person saying na say in swa acid ewom e ade say o de no aduane mpokra e wo fia on chansim na sha say e corrode no. What I say, and that stains any enyoma enye a ewo nso ni mu no san so na de no aduane na se wudi kɔ onipadi anima science amayate ase say aduane no pokra na ono anemu nnuane no na ewo me nam se nso ne contain acid ntin eyi aduane no kra emu ennuane no de ben efri mu or say digestive discomfort. High acidity can irritate the stomach lining. Ayade se oyefunu no yefre bibi stomach lining na ema wonya de yefre ne se acid reflux into bones naturally obi ono ma se bodidi wie na oke so a ono aka se ote acid pampan ewo nanum obi ono ma wonya de yefre ne se heartburns ni nyina ema wo hu se ha eye o digestive system no na emboa ema aduane mpo entimi enyam yie ewo ni pedie ne mu afi oba mpacho sa akosho kakra ma me oba dental damage so a insu a ono ma eye low pH pacho okay also dental damage, low pH liquid wear away at tooth enamel over time. Like I said, or see a chi enamel in swallow acid air the bang a woman, and I say anupocroc I say low pH liquid. Like I said, dear Biabanoma a liquid. Including in your beverages and drinks, no, you say a ha a year winipediano. Bad taste any other the instant partial born again, my last video no na yemfa and wrap the last video no patch ready very good into hanum say kangen what I say in production house honum na 3 waters any other ben si honum pH tester no demonstration and any other ben ekoso so we 3 kinds of waters a bia awon pH level on the first one no aso de ben aso deep blue yellow one no aso de ben aso yellow the last one no about so green which is neutral but then in between neutral and afi acid no se onum neutral cry no but then you say the best air born nipedia no the pure alkaline in nature into pH tester no ebi in the cra ora no what I say into the 3 waters first one alkaline but be in honum alkaline wa ya rebeti mat no nipedia no patch of frey and ye mon komo on 0241 44 91 91 0241 44 91 91 and I say 050 73 79 474 050 73 79 474 na pay ya juma ya ma and I say nationwide delivery ofra within the length and breadth of my Ghana baby ya name senior wo hono ma uni kuma simpa obenya nso ni bi baby ni hono ma yare ewo anase baby ni hono ma kan wa yare betimi atena hono nom kanji na magic drinking water enko uni pedie ni mu na yare wo hono nyina emwa ne nto ase
ye to aso edi amamo ye ba yesi a ye ba dwumadie no eto aso ewo Oyerepa Radio na fe Oyerepa television. President Chako ne president about toothpaste eno Airports Ghana Dental Association recommend edemo bibia se fie bia me na wo se bi ho na ye de etwiese na o de president Chako ne president about toothpaste etwusi a eboa ema ose no efa eboa ma wanum nka no eham eboa ema ose nkonkone ne nyina no eyi adi fi on tokro bi eda osim no etietia ede ma se de be yese no ebe efe ebenya hoden na afi wanum nka ebe eham anopa obetwusi anwumro obetwusi make sure as a president ena ode etwusi se de be ya eno ebe boa papa president Ghana Dental Association ajatum se eno ena papa o se fie biam no ye pebi edi eto na obia eyusu edi etwi ne se kama president every smile matters. Bosomtwe Community Bank PLC offer the best banking services our Ghana Sometymer mu na afi Kumasi maimu na Bosomtwe say ono oboa say de be ya banka no ni djuma no say ohu echiro ana say ahohiahia ba na unya sika emfa ntwa wo ho a obeba na so ye na wabagi sika edi djumadi bi apesa odidi osibebie current account savings account kosozu savings kidi account is fixed deposit account ewo no na so ye fasika shase eto account ni mu odi sika to mu a na afi wa hese ni loans a odema ne customers ne adwumayefo se de be ya setrem be hinhan omo no wa ma sa loans ni nyina ebi oman kosozu loan microfinance loan salary loan transport loan commercial loan bonanza loan afi social loan church development loan any agricultural loan we sika hodo odema the terms of payment are very flexible and have interest rate no form papa or electronic banking app no a year Juma platform so a very active star 992 hash and I say Ghana pay so ube to me any adi Juma wa bra untutu wanamo emba ye banking premises e hodomo afi foreign money transfer odofu bi busi ani bi assendi usika Eframa no na pese oje Bosomtwe Community Bank PLC and also a very available. Contrast na head office no ewo Atonsu Agujachi Kofu Trader Ahenema Kokobia Juna se boakwa Atonsu Bokro Eputoja afi magazine any Abinchi market ubehu yen hofre 0277001234 0277 001234 afi 0241 367349 0241367349 and a kanjin and magic drinking water ending komo me bacho dabi kanjin fui me do mo krata ne to so na we no Amen Scientific Hospital the numbers and am the two gano 0241367349 and 0277 001234 na one Amen Scientific Hospital me bacho oni omu edi enkomo na de tienie me bacho stroke ya de edi wunya afi awo honsem chronic disease and infection Amen Scientific Hospital and I make come for edi ama omo ye the best alternative medical hospital ewo Africa na de tienie say ye wa fidi a ye di firu ya de bia edi wunya no ene Amen Scientific Hospital enkasa ewo ho oba ye do be sha fidi ni me be firu na yade bia how no me wacho eyi ato afidie ne so eyi to afidie ne so a ye was skilled personnel a ombehwe ahwese yade krono ye tu ase e de amount and I face your 24 different certified medications no Food and Drugs Authority aje e de atum se betumi e de asa enyaroa oba Amen Scientific Hospital ye the science era herbal medicine ne ye munti stroke fertility issues chronic disease or infection o de ba ye tuni nyina ase kama ede ama kuma se atwema tachiman kwada so fo ase ekwan so ena Amen Scientific Hospital ye wo 18 other branches e wo Ghana maimu a oba e ho nyina benya yaresa ye wo enche ye wo boga ye wa ye wo bibia ni akra takra de tamale atebubu nkoko sunyane ho sahwede bi so ene hohoi ene enkasa na bra ebeje aresa 024136 7349 024136 7349 and Amen endi enkomo na onhwe into yade na se emfa emao grow fine mojadro no eboa ema untumi ni dia obetumi adidi eboa ma untumi na obetumi ada onsa no nan ayetitriti moja ena entumi ndia fusani ye eye ewo onsa no nan ni meno ena ama na ayetitriti entena ba bi nkasa na nse achew na nse sebi onye police ni ena wache nipa osori anopa onte esa ahwande woni padua na asa wotemreyo e woni padua ni mu a num grow fine mojadro no wabunsa oyoba ohalpi ena ewa achiri eya na meka se obi ka cho se normal a sinihu ka chen se nye normal obabunsa eni kwan se ote eni kwan se mojatubu so eni kwan kra no ese unsebu no etoto de fa ho e wo se sisi so ma based on menstrual cycle 28 days and 31 days ena de bunsa e wo se eson ya eba grow fine ehwe ama menses no aba kama ede ama onum grow fine vitamins ahodo a ewo enuane nomu a obetumi enya bi ɛwɔ ɛyɛ grow fine aduro mu no wonya ɛno ebi ɛna afei so no wayare ho tɔ wopɛ sɛ ahotɔ no ɛkɔ ntɛntɛm anom grow fine mogyaduro no na ɛbɛboa papaapa grow fine mogyaduro no bi ɛwɔ misi ɛba Colina Keba, Smart Eba, Freddy Mens, Apidang, Pure Leaf, Afe Ura Chemical Shop, Herbal Shop, Bia, Ewo My Ghana Moa, Ubina, Grow Fine, a Drone B, Ato Digital Eba Clinic, Kuma Sama Kumran about Bank of Africa, Wa, Eho, and a Grow Fine, a Drone B, Ewo, Fred 0244596532, 0244596532, Grow Fine, makes you grow fine. Bash Digital Satellite, or say, ono ena wo decoder bia yede ehwe TV ewo ono na so ye se upe decoder o de be football matches upe decoder o de be hwe eye movies upe decoder o de be documentaries upe decoder o de be me bacho we no eye nyom chese bibia o TV so bia program bia no bash decoder o de be ma no eno ena o de ehwe sa na ema ni nyina bi ntie bia wo pretty game center o no o hwe so be yibo amankrofo abehwe bi no enye ska akra ebia hotel adwuma na oye guest house adwuma ena oya na restaurant adwuma na oya brabeje bash digital satellite no ebi eno ena eboa ama o TV so ayefe individuals mo pe bia kofi said be ya family no papa ne hwe ne ball na maame no enso ehwe ni movies na nkwada no ehwe educational programs ena fe so cartoons no ni nyina el bash digital satellite eso na beto decoder na de kofi a ewa nim de fo ede omo kan ho ene omo adu achi akofi no my installation ama omo wi a no my recharge e de account de bia meka ese yenko na packages na very very affordable especially individuals a modi decoder no ekofi no ye ma mo 33% discount ewo decoder recharge bia mo yeso ewo bash digital satellite Abripo junction ship mu eho ene ewo a edi adwuma for 0556 28 7757 0556 28 7757 and a bash digital satellite indi enkomo ABA Herbal Clinic software rasta software brand no na ya na meka ABA omo asema na matome bo papa ni nyina ne se nipadua no kanea no ene yani na obi biara na ni enhu ade ye obi biara na ni ewo how bi anase ya ade bi wona ni so no eya na mpempi dwumadi a odi no ontumi endi dwumadi ne pepepe ni nyina ne se kanea ode ehwe nipadua ne so edumu a na se nipadua no ontumi enye bibi papa bia glaucoma, cataract, syphilis, long and short sightedness, blurry eyes we nyina ye ohawa eha eni no na ABA Back Clinic say brana so ye omo wadro fagu aduanim di omo wadro fagu nsuom nanom omo wadro fagu ye bibia wudi mu na enko nipadua ni mu sedi entini woni nipadua ni mu a ehese ebe regulate ye blood streams e woni nipadua no saa na ABA Back Clinic omo wadro na eko eni no entini ne so na ayeso adwuma ebeti ani ne so wan ede amount na onso ohu ade ohaw bia eha wani no sa ade ben wa hu wa akira ohu sa okenkan a na ade no aye bisi ede amount no ABA Herbal Clinic na etu ni nyina ase ede amount ABA say bra for menstrual disorder for hypertension for stroke for prostate for liver any kidney related disease bia ebra na say obetu ase ede amount Kumase kwada so dwena se main market echiwa doma include Ebenezer Preschool ai ben apia kubi cold store eho nyina oho Kaswa Millennium inside adade last stop eho so ABA Bar Clinic eho ho a odi ni juma o friend na 0541 565 199 and 0502 812 161 any ABA Bar Clinic ending komo then yade ni nyina ontu ase.
Thank you Solo.
All right boss.
That's Isaac Akraba.
Ojo
Yenin komo.
Biaba ko de.
Aye kakra.
Okay.
When there.
Yeah, fine.
Solo date no ban na be hon.
Say
15 net.
And that next week no. Next week no. Doko solo de.
Okay.
Ese ko.
Bebe.
Doko.
So twankwa agura na homa ko no nya no bia. Ana zo no mpenza. Okay, about training woman. Okay. Bayana or train quan and woman control. Okay. Right.
So weekend no still games no cost, so transfer windows cost.
Games when friendly matches na
Yes,
WAF convenience animal.
Oh, say friendly games cost, so a lot of.
I see United question one. Let's go man dana.
And that was on Saturday, right?
Okay.
Saturday.
But omo elusu ba kono match. I know match ni na.
The omo elusu ba ko. No man win me.
Okay. One is omo.
Resam.
Send him to agro na mudi. Resam say be League 2 ana.
I'm championship.
Oh, okay.
Championship team.
Yeah, I'm in line up.
Oh, so that was on my first game, you know. Bimbo for first half no yeah na. And the result doesn't matter. I had in here you want to see how your team will play. How fit
the boys are.
The boys are.
Okay.
For example, so Enzo Maresca at Man City. He didn't come over. Pep is not there until now. Enzo Maresca. For the first time, City ne Inter Milan maybe, but I wanted to see Nensano how he want them to play.
Okay.
Tibon, mame picture for City. So how he wants his team to press.
Now when I say
number 1-1.
Oh, okay.
Yes, number 1-1. First half no goal senior by Semenyo assisting the first goal and Inter and so a taker. You see, sir, he's pressing in a 4-2-4. So similar a year Pep Guardiola at the Arsenal. So on that day, if you watch that game very well, that was how Pep Guardiola Elane Apa or Modesha Arsenal in that final game. Now Enzo Maresca come the first game. Obi him to see how Enzo and the City in Bebono to still now he's also call 4-2-4. And to my indication of how he wants to play. One boss at Chelsea. We say the man, but we say hey, maybe he wants to so or toward the Pep here and also for the meantime, hoping say as time goes on, no, then if they are changing the obey, then he effect those changes. You know, it's in the first game he has maintained Pep's pressing. In the latter days now, Pep every City, 4-2-4. And see, it was a fine game, and if you see Enzo Maresca how all up, some of the players are not around, but I'm an indication very well how he wants to play. Then so you move to a team like Liverpool. And me show against Leeds United. Now the first thing that me observe here, Antonio Areola wants to press very well. And Tienra, wow, share the first 45 minutes be intensive pressing. And okay, last week and Soboslai Ebeka said I don't know what missing last year was intensity, and the new coach had the intensity about team anymore. It's wow share Liverpool Leeds and the first 45 minutes there you saw high level intensity. How they were pressing Leeds for no. I'm so they come in the second half. You're gonna say, oh, I may want to change this, but the man I don't know. And he said, I want energy now with the boss 45 minutes no. I'm said I'm basking off no. Now the almost stagger kakra. Because in the second half, they had midfield of Jones, Gravenberch, and Szoboszlai. They say, who are midfield of Gravenberch, Jones, and Szoboszlai? Just like your first team midfield option, because that's how three-way. On any good day, they almost start games at the Man Liverpool. But the level of intensity of the ball born in the first half, on basking off, you could clearly say, in America, also weather, now I'm extra year. And Leeds used 25 minutes, share 4 goals. Number 2, the problem here is a problem. Liverpool centre back options for next season are limited. Konate ko Gomez injury prone to only Nkana Semka. Okobo first Omone Nashville will put as got na fee. Now Van Dijk and Jeremy Jacquet, the young boy motor from Rennes, I'm sorry, 21-year-old. And see all pay 2 senior centre backs at Liverpool. Virgil van Dijk, who had problems last season with the form because of his obvious age and BBI catch up with him. It's no any the new signing Jeremy Jacquet, 2 plus a injury prone Gomez. So these are the 3. because this boy Oba Onyambobo, the Italian, is it Leone or something like that? I'm from Italy. Yes, Onyambobo. It is still out injured. Onyanya fit to join the team. And see, I hear a lot of people saying, based on what Liverpool found last season and what they've seen this preseason, they think they can't rely on Virgil van Dijk aging plus a young centre back after the Oba Premier League. Onyambobo mo monshare. Etinka sa area no. There at least one, if Konate is leaving, one established, centre back be at least a bit me out for some time. Then now your Jeremy Jacquet Mone, Leone Mono, at least understanding the enormous in your chance. Clearly, if you watch the game, is the problem. Again, okay, last week na Jimmy Carragher complained about replacing Salah. He thinks Bakola cannot replace Salah because Salah a different profile from Bradley Bakola. Number two, again problem. It's a matter of Victor Munez. He was part of the Spain World Cup team. It seems that for a player to be part of the Spain World Cup team show the potential Victor Munez ewo. The reason why he was part of that team that won the World Cup Edema Oma FM Spain. Oyerepa Radio in 24-25 season only 2 games. And what Victor Munez the only season that Onya games or establishing was a full-time professional in the La Liga. No, it was last season when he played 34 matches, scoring 6 goals, making 2 assists. And the winger now and so only one senior established season. That was last season, Victor Munez. And if you look at how Salah is living with the goals, now Victor Munez, if I think they also need an established winger because Victor Munez was signed, but still now coaching insisted say they need an additional winger. So it tells you he's still not satisfied with the which he thinks there's some man more at the count. I agree with the coach, and I think centre back they have to improve and do 1 or 2 signings to improve the team. And Opena report ever said Gumaresh was supposed to report yesterday, Wanko, but he's on his way to La Manga. The new coach of Newcastle United, Matthias Jassel, has requested to meet the captain. And Bruno Gumaresh is on his way going, even though it's clear the boy is on his way to Arsenal in terms of no personal term with them. Arsenal dealing with Newcastle, they are saying say it will be made official because they might be now then I have too obvious now the sale of Christian Nogard to Everton. And I might then propose, hey, if Arsenal are selling Nogard, excessive someone is coming, and which made it underground, they are done with everything. But you see, who say and yet they didn't allow say boy or free holidays on course and direct. So it's obvious that he will report to La Manga where Newcastle are.
Wants to meet the new coach.
The coach just want to meet him. Say normal, normal comedy. Okay. But I know the coach meeting him cannot change anything.
Oh no, say the team no. He's going to meet his coach.
Yeah.
But no.
And change the discussion around Gumaresh no.
Oh, so class discussion be anyhow.
Oh, baby, okay. Say the reports about the BBO. Okay. So we are waiting to see after the meet once. So okay, say maybe when United signed Andy Santos, once I say I wouldn't make judgment about Santos yet because I've not watched him yet. Honestly, say United make the announcement now. Chelsea supporters me, and a D boy when I say say the boy is a good player. Chelsea Ayrton. Andy Santos, but I said to them, say I want to see him myself. After watching the boy, I understand why there's a lot of outrage on social media from Chelsea fans. Why they think say Chelsea a tomboy no Edinburgh United. The boy very very comfortable on the ball, passes very well, and so too the way I was settled in so easily in the United team. He gave one best performance against Atletico Madrid in that 2-1 win. No, okay. The passing and how he's able to find the pass even in tight areas. One key attribute of Andy Santos. See, now me say person me able to channel still no I'm very impressed still na preseason do
say ono obe bo Casemiro
Casemiro
and over so obey a good replacement for Casemiro.
So nobody can play like Casemiro. Casemiro level.
Nobody can play like
Casemiro. No, almost on level no dey. The baby on dey Saru no go through here no. Unya some years before you can be able to match that level. At this stage, they won't do Casemiro level no.
But all potential.
At this age, I say Casemiro energy. Casemiro that United period no. Na age is not only a lot of energy, but more energy than Casemiro.
Okay.
But he has a potential to reach that level.
Okay.
If Ocean I think say he has proven say to giving that opportunity.
Okay.
And at least when not Onyenya Strasbourg. I was voted the best midfielder also in the league. Not a captain of the team. Voted the best midfielder before he came to not alone. Then he returned. But Obaye no. Say at the bed they say you come and play ahead of Casemiro. Okay. Guy no Caicedo. So now he was the second person to Caicedo. So we have problem or then no number partner Caicedo no Bobby.
Okay.
But at least based on the gap now better United or Casemiro go in no. If he control like this, I just say he will be the main guy in that number 6 role. And honestly, he has. Is
that Telemans back bench?
No, Telemans or number 6.
So number 8, yes, I'm going.
And we number 6.
And the 8, no, so only Kobe in I'm going to Telemans or back bench.
Oh, say you know how if anything.
Say there are projections in so we Kobe menu born in Telemans. Now one best started. Say Kobe menu.
So coach better form for this too.
Now Bruno. Account. Oh, okay.
Say, in a game that he wants to have total control. You settle my report. Weekend United able PSG. Until you play some of the Bobby.
Okay.
Until you how
to the ban over no be my. You see who you go. Now tia morinka. Oh
yeah, ma'am. Unse
ade I was on board.
Yeah, I was on board. Ade me partner say I'm worried. I always want him to win. But Okochi teams were I always want them to lose. But
Amba.
Oh yeah. I always want them but na
me converse with them instead.
Oh yeah, I always want them to lose.
The bia be say similar.
The bia omo nkugu.
Wow.
But them say now I have to because
I them the one who say back I can.
Oh many pass them can. But them say because of Amorim no. Now
I say when you divided attention.
Win in Jama okay.
Support.
Oba against support. Against Oba.
Amorim Oba against.
Bomb dey say born na efe. Amorim na ma.
Na born ya boy doing.
O friendly matches no.
Oh, is it true?
Boy,
ya boy doing. The year they been see the new. So tell me can I say. Aha. Once I me say baby am no problem they say. We heard the current Milan environment in Amsterdam too. A lot of chaos. And if we see the same problem on Manchester United. Someone said because of the AC last season, fans' expectation also. Bibi Jinwe president nenya problem. So no president need try to please the fans. So best spend it. And the environment is not different from time about Manchester United no. And our chairs went to me handle the Manchester United environment. Abia the kind of support I will hear from the boardroom to control the team. Likely Abia no Milan. So tell me I say. But you know quite in Manchester and she don't convincing but some say he's currently the Milan coach and untimi gasa Mourinho inti Milan in Philly. So tell me I say. Maybe support to Milan na one coach pe na be coach Milan onu quality number say Milan ko Serie B. The late Sinisa Mihalovic asa. But to be a kabia nti ye dey support be ma no. Uti report say Milan or PEF Australia. Uti report if you at least he is doing well. I just a journalist or me closer to the team no. Obi e kan ho asem pa how I control dressing room no.
Mo no majumo.
Nti ye be how am to pre-season ni dey enya hwiu. Yenya bomu prana.
O ba at least some indications.
About that. Already said last season, maybe
Okay, time Arsenal started on pre-season. Now results in Koyu. It was like you could trust the Tikura league, no, it's one league no money. But you know, the two you would see it. Timeno pre-season there. Ed the 70 pre-season budget team. Yemre hawa ebesi ako. Ebajo say video na ready omo fa video ni nto so. Anope ya about 2-3 hours ago. And Vini Junior Zutu abepiem wo Madrid. Vini Junior na car na yekono. Vini ne team wa wokro no. On the front. On the front no.
Okay.
So do room. So tell me say. Now the attention of the football transfer market has shifted to Vini Junior so. Obi a train the BC. Nti
oze de winzi
we nyere da me be ka se mi nya abotre e ba be ka se mi pa nti obi a twen de besi because yenim se asem wo ho
do yo kwen no
okọ training okọ mo ayi Madrid yi
ti wo akoto mo no ho
okọ shia no one Morino kwa meeting ne
okay
one Morino wo one-on-one meeting ene o se Vini Junior story no mzutu Ayana do baby ana esre kakra. One. Okay, time no Flamingo no. Barcelona na wie Vini Junior. No mo na wie Vinicius. The Real Madrid came in. Omo meeting the buyout clause which na Barcelona for a meeting. But the Madrid for year and say the family and in the agency Omo offer better than the Barcelona for them no. The buyout clause was around 45 million euros. And Madrid are ready so Omo bejan in Brazil one season before be turning 18 and son of the number. Barcelona they no person oba even if it's La Masia krana omba ala na manabo. And Madrid yes anyo menyina. Nti Vini ebe ball Real Madrid a be maboda na sika. And Real Madrid edi ACC Barcelona our the bar Real Madrid. Oba Real Madrid no the talent was raw. Obi o hwe Vini first season bia no. So who say the potential is there but olaki nyoma bebre to become a superstar. But one thing I wonya no Real Madrid ne say President Fiorentino Perez who the qualities in Vini Junior. It is some big decisions I will take here. He was not afraid because who says enyoma koye de ma Vini Junior the future look bright. Ampa that decision is to take a good decision because since 2018 Vini joining Real Madrid omaje 3 La Liga titles then omaje Champions League 2 enti untimi ka so take a bad decision when it comes to Vini Junior or turn in the following season and omoto Hazard. When Vini started performing Real Madrid who Vini say where they are a direct replacement for Cristiano Ronaldo. I know you're my hero when it comes to Champions League night. Nti afedi enya player bia ono so be ma yesa ade ne bi. Emma boda over 100 assists, over 120 goals, over 370 games. When you look at the numbers, they are very impressive, very very impressive. But this is where the problem is. Ade we diama to remedy for Fenturo press why careful ne say. Those times are Ronaldo nko supporters ni bi na e ha omo Sergio Ramos nko we nko no. Na remedy politics no enye adwuma. Because Fenturo press na say yento no so ba bi obi ntimi me challenge no. But time we no any single decision be obeteki biam zoto e wo dachi zunsanso because na die o wo bia wo ye young o ye mistake say kim asembeto no and it's part of the reasons this season why not just say obe spend every single money to satisfy Jose Mourinho, either win the Champions League or La Liga. Because I feel when you're competitor. Now, Vini Junior, it was like a Florentino Perez project. The kind of support a Florentino Perez Yama Vinicius Junior no, to enyasem kitwa. A kwaya could do stage B. Okay, 2024 season no. When Yababe the winner of Ballon d'Or. Time I remember before who say Vinicius Junior will not win the Ballon d'Or. By the Ballon d'Or name Rodri no. Florentino Perez by out say Real Madrid as an institution. Every single individual within the institution more beyond stepping foot. Our Ballon d'Or nasi. Because you have a Ballon d'Or ama Vini Junior. Time will come master. When they do are doing races in same season. Vini Junior, they even in that game say man record. Real Madrid as an institution led by Florentino Perez. MOBI always say, if the cost near Nyaya, he will never accept it. Every time can now person boycott 2 games in Spain. It's when it comes to support there. From the very day Real Madrid enter into the war to get Vini Junior from Flamengo. No, but Spain, either Barcelona or Real Madrid, no, or support to Vinicius Junior. But this is where the issue is. So too. Real Madrid signed Mbappe that way 2 seasons ago. So Mbappe both season and the 3rd season. That time I Vini Junior 3 seasons. None of contract every year. So the first question you ask yourself is, a brother Kylian Mbappe, man, he was Real Madrid's most important player and their best player. And then after Florentino Perez, I extended the contract. Mano. Because if Sabrano say or extending the contract manner, can they only demand equal salary to Kylian Mbappe there no? And I watching trends one about do stage we. Now we sure say player this kadada na busuya mo convince player no ko Real Madrid men ko Barcelona ko Kashaba before ba the Rock Nation the agent no handle no
Nation for statement.
That's some statement man carry you.
Sir.
The man carry.
Oh, see and I'm so say
media no catch up so munya force reportage. Man carry.
Tell say BBN.
So Omega say it's not true, he's not going to us.
Tell force reportage no.
There be
You were trying to prevent me say player or contact with Madrid. And the report say Omune Arsenal share.
No.
I agreement we they don't want Real Madrid to have that belief say I am passed they've met.
And I'm saying my say is it true? Report na me kind don't release no man can you. Because they you say one club and a unity set up Vini Junior. Even though Omumba out. Yes, some journalists closer to the club and the British press, which normally happen. Certain they may chance it. But baby, ya baby do say no. So to have there be a race here. If Benya Eddie Amawa and Rachel no more of Fiorentina. Look at what the Spanish press in Madrid did. Almost say Vinicius Junior replacement put up a grade A performance against Fiorentina. Alexis Syria from Real Madrid or junior team. Nukwe when say player and friends Vini Junior no. So say Real Madrid they meeting the demands. Real Madrid needs to sell him. But baby abaye then say what is the Diamondi issue? Yan Diamondi what did they see? Okay, Masgradel.
Ivorian.
What's on this one? Agent to Diamondi. Until even the Madrid deal, he's insisting on the broker deal. No, he has reported the case to FIFA, and it looks like say you're stretching on one reservoir. The transfer will not come on. unless ruling FIFA over the be na ruling e beba
Now boy no come Madrid assign. Is he with Madrid now?
Say Madrid ne idea. Madrid ne Leipzig them so they are almost there.
Okay.
But it's left with the agent to deal with.
Okay.
It's the agent that Madrid is dealing with. Enya Mas Gradel. And a Mas Gradel so say ono na a broker deal no. And still he has a contract with the boy as his agent. And we report to case need to FIFA. And then the two. Say come we yan the man dey na. Real Madrid will move quick. Any offer be omo no go to Vini Junior him. One year we are selling you. But one thing I believe in is say to as now omo Vini Junior pa.
Tell me them position clear.
It's about to create confusion around the transfer. Put pressure on Real Madrid.
Only Real Madrid go there go.
Maybe
before I say some players in Ako.
The player in question. The player in question no. The Ami Abejina say yes kasem. Okay. Advantage that Arsenal want to say in the Premier League, most of the clubs have image right for the players.
Yeah.
So at Arsenal, he will have his full image right.
100%.
I will be in match BB like Real Madrid. He's 50-50 no. Which also comes with a huge amount of money. Eti Gasabre Kabetena Arsenal started creating problems.
So go be what?
Oh, there be. Udu stage we show big boy you. Esa wo kire. Say we a big boy.
Only Florentino Perez na go. That's how politics we.
Say at the end of the day so to nyoma me no.
One player in our contract.
Based on Vinicius stance no. Based on Vinicius stance no. The best sign say if Real Madrid ever man a contractor either equal to Mbappe then and say
is it true he's demanding what they call a re-signing fee?
Yes, because of
I
often send a contract as
well. Na contract a re-signing fee. Team na home no.
When you say Real Madrid for Kylian Mbappe no. Are they amount for no? Mbappe. Aside the salary that they agreed, the signing on fee was 100 million euros. And no Kylian Mbappe to much check the contract.
Loyalty bonus.
Yes. How much check the contract?
So free sign on fee and normal.
Sekebia ka ukotonu.
Who the home dada?
Ukotonu PSG.
Say the contract has not ended.
I'm not saying
it's almost has a re-signing fee.
I'm not saying say he's equal to Kylian Mbappe. Say Makasa say Vini is only the Mbappe level.
Yeah.
But baby Ojina say no. This is a player. In the last 4 or 5 years, he's Real Madrid's most influential player. Before the arrival of Kylian Mbappe. Anyway. Why the Champions League 2 amomo? And a big game player. Finals 2 no boy mzoto. Nimio no go. When it comes to decisive moments, players now about club football, ubeti do money at almost no. Baku Vini Junior. It's based on his achievements as Real Madrid there. So Tonu su jina su ni make games on any problem. But one thing I feel is say as Arsenal is slow. And I'm more used to the journalists closer to Arsenal to bring stories out. Sort of mention I say.
And that to send a strategy no.
And I'm more used to journalists no closer to Arsenal no. Just say omo person omo chese so
better
because they are closer almost stories in the bar stories need true. But a group point be say so too. A one of big clubs, actually more big clubs, bobre. Create confusion. Put 500 million pounds now they are told a week for Vini Junior. It's very difficult for Vini Junior to reject 500,000 pounds. Sorry, because remember they almost decided almost to Vini Junior. They will not sell him less than 150 million. Forget about the 1 year. If Morgan Rogers, 117. Elliot Anderson, AS 120. Say Vini Junior contract 1 season Pokrana. The 1 season doesn't count. The talent that you are buying, the kind of profile Arsenal Enyano. Adame say in the history of the Premier League, if Arsenal or any other club, it's missing Vini Junior about Premier League nima, this will be the biggest transfer in the history of the Premier League. Yes, Abia, you might talk about Cristiano Ronaldo. Time away from Juventus to Manchester United. But Sabreno, you will talk about Cristiano Ronaldo, what he has achieved
Yeah.
So to know a feel prime.
Yeah.
But wait there 20
over back dancing.
Over back dancing they say no feel prime. So tell me chance.
Oh,
But wait there to
okay.
These are signings we say Kima. Maybe there be an aquasia there be an Tuesday or Wednesday night there over European or Premier League. O stadium Miami.
To me that crowd.
O stadium Miami. Say I'm for so dominance for mo.
And no credit.
I'm for dominance.
No team in England will want this to happen.
I'm for dominance for me. Madam for Dr. K. Oh yeah, no, Arsenal cannot pay. Arsenal, and I'm saying they cannot pay or they will not pay. Because your mom, you know now, can teach.
Say, I'm saying free salaries, you know. Gabriel Jesus 265 is moving. No got 10 million a year. Nice.
No, they'll have a lot of money to spend. They'll have the Kobasem too. After Vini, any Rock Nation engagement with Real Madrid. So Real Madrid jina baby o mujina na.
But Real Madrid don't allow him to go.
There be too.
I don't think they will do that.
Say the only thing omo man nko say omo timi meeting di masa.
So no so betimi aba form.
Onye ready so aba form o.
So meeting after.
Omo jina ko ade we home to since last season.
Yes. So be.
There's more to the Vini conversation. But my first member Vini so there's one conversation very, very interesting, but as any people attention and cause. Something has happened at Bayern Munich. Luis Diaz.
Go ahead.
Sir, Luis Diaz currently, as we speak, 14 million euros a year. Bayern Munich.
Which is normal.
Which is good money.
Any so 40 million is not big.
Good. But estimated taxes is even around 6 million. It's a reduce the Sikana Krano.
40 million is about 250,000 euro.
8 million. That is Luis Diaz. Now, front trainer Bayern Munich building and to another Michael Olise, Luis Diaz, Harry Kane, and they firmly believe that if they go at it again, or to win with their 2 or more Champions League against PSG, they have a firm belief they keep these players and go at it again, they can win the Champions League. That is Bayern Munich for their dormitory. But unfortunately, it looks like South project is coming under a lot of attack because time after Florentino Perez to just sign a Galactico. Sources from Madrid about Madrid will need to sell one superstar to create space on their salary cap to raise money. How many people source for Michael Olise? To team commoner. Now it was clear that Jude Bellingham was untouchable. Kylian Mbappe was untouchable. Rodrigo Epra and only player likely say Madrid beat me at on Epra. At this point, how many clubs will be willing to splash cash on Rodrigo? Even the fact that Epra at a value no so he was pointing to one player in Vinicius Junior. So Bayern Munich funny that soon him say Madrid will still come back for Olise. Omunje anymore. So their right side is under attack. And I'm still to another sorry I saw the foreigners album on their left side, which is baby Luis Diaz. They are willing to give Luis Diaz 70 million euros a year. Estimated taxes is 0 after this amount of money. And buy a phone 1850. Also, sir, what steady project be a start here? Continents may know a project involve money, but any character and history targeted Africa and South America. Project be a best start to scale pa project any history say be a Madrid na Apple, Barcelona and Apple, where their status can match their money. But the project na start money first, then they gradually build the status. Baby, I'm targeting Africans and South Americans. So when the Manchester City project started, Sheyi Adebayo, Kolo Toure, Carlos Tevez, Rocky Santa Cruz, Benjani Wanawari, Moto, on me targeting Africa, because Africa, no what is kana. South America, what is kana, baby, you're free bano. I want to in Moto, on over Benjini. So they will first of all use the Africans to build themselves, then they will start going for the Europeans. Sana humanity Moto Chelsea. They see PSG. PSG, they are not targeted. Tiavio Pastori, Ezekiel Laversi, Omura Italy, almost say Italy for two players ni ye no. And I'm targeting South Americans no Italy no. Omoto almost say be na de coin. Later, almost say Europeans no I started joining when South Americans no economy pay for more year. That is what normally happens. And Saudi for started very well with Ronaldo. But moto watch any dia Europeans na akwa Saudi no compared to Africans and South Americans for that kopa. America for no South American and Africa for no call because moto on what says kana edumja. Look at Obi say Oscar when he joined China or called China. Utien Sama Oscar Kanya. He was playing well for Chelsea, but moto baby I know so free but he will not miss that opportunity. Inti buy for who say Luis Diaz 29 years. But the amount of money, the gap, no, why are not boy now convinced? They are only backing strength. The number of years I can Luis Diaz contract. So we took Kaka 1 year beer and Cabrichiabo. And the conversation is ongoing. Inner circles within Luis Diaz is telling the boy that any trophies need be the other. They are telling him Wajibia, Waba England, Abebo Bia. And at age 29, opportunities like this no end time. Moto Tibaya Fono is under a lot of pressure because the Olise side on the right one Omunyenri and a Luis Diaz the end so Ababe Boma. Moto the gap is huge. You are talking about 70 million. And the 40 million minus 6, which is 80 million. Moto other ones in Yambai. In Tibaya Munich is under a lot of pressure, and we'll see how things will go before the transfer window. Now Moto Vini Dieno. Two hidden issues regards to Vinicius. We stay at Madrid and exit at Madrid. And inner Madrid needed sign news neighbor. Sources closer to Vinicius Nedebano. Jose Moreno. Number one. Sources closer to Vini. And this is coming from Brazilian journalists. Vinicius is not happy with the signing of Jose Moreno. Because according to Omo Vini who say when the issue with Benfica no, just a comment it attacked my personality. So those closer to Vini say
what was the comment?
I say just my 3 comments. One, he talked about Vini's celebration. And I say Vini's celebration at that critical moment it was disrespectful. And as a player, when you score a goal, celebrate in a respectable manner and walk back instead of celebrating to provoke the fans. And now the reaction from the fan base, just justify by saying say Vini and celebrating
One.
Number two. And I just say say why is it that when it comes to Vinicius, it has been happening in different stadiums? So indirectly, the problem, not the reaction, because he rather do things to provoke people. Now then I won't want a now Usubano.
No, say defending the player.
No, say defending the player. Say at this point, Christiani say, "Don't mean the Vini be caning to unless say unless say in Shishemuba because Ojini player needy." Good. These were the 3 things. It was announcement by say Jose Bano. Vinicius sources in the say he felt that if a Mbappe and on the coach be Konya Asemsa, there is no way Madrid be trying in less than a year. Ever confess any Panabaso in your coach.
There's a Madrid who say Inama.
That is what he feels. So that is one hidden part of the whole conversation. So as at now, as to say Vini Jose. Ever smoothing out in Poya Asemfofro. And he's looking at it from a bigger picture. The bigger picture is Madrid ain't who say only face, because Kawedi, sa coach even play a free sa team we don't go in for him. But I can Jose number.
Assembly and our trip
number. It's sad your money
Vini Dibem.
An undertone of this whole conversation that could lead to another thing. It's apart from Sikasema Otuo-Acheampong, apart from the power Ayeka, just a factor no so no.
Okay. Thank you.
There are 2 things. Either Abuebeko, I said it on Saturday. say a bit me a delay tactics and one sign it. Not next season, Wako as a free agent.
Yeah.
Which
no, they are business people.
Which will be a perfect payback.
Already 1 year they are quoting over 150 million.
No, because this would be that would be a perfect payback to Madrid for almost the
not being no more delay.
Yes,
Madrid will sell him.
Good, that's one. Or two, story never said Madrid pay Galactico in Michael Olise, but they can only finance the Olise project if they sell one superstar. They can say any Jude. Enya Mbappe, Enya Rodrigo. Na point Rodrigo because we pra. Because that's that time to check na Rodrigo mo na ne ton no. Elfo. But Rodrigo pra na yi na frim. It will either switch to the other side where they will now sell Vini. Use some of the money to finance the Olise project and go akwa Bayern Munich. So destabilizing Bayern Munich, going in for Olise, and now team Mbappe a Kylian Mbappe team.
Okay.
Where that toxicity a course because man for be deep so some of the board members who say inja no kwan we say kroma enye kroma nkwan na wo play bi timba wo say panyi say akwa gua de inja no kwan man for be who say sa akwanya ne ba mo nja no because on one kasa say no no he can easily be replaced than replacing Kylian Mbappe.
If you cross Mbappe ko ball left wow.
Good, they feel they can easily replace him than replacing Kylian Mbappe.
President of Rock Nation Sports International. Michael Yomak and what post two on IG. London, here I come. Let's go.
Hey,
Sometymer Otuo.
Sometymer
Boba.
I say no near the pressure to remember the force.
That pressure now.
So, transfer you no be interested. Mother have their plan that.
Yeah.
But money statements.
Omo be that. Onse Moto. Omo jai Nico Paz maneko. Omo nyeska kakra. Omo jai Garcia. Emaneko. Omo striker no man number Fulham 70 million. Now omo jai Vinia. Ekwen no ba beda ho. They've generated
Mario.
They've generated over 250 million from
50% of the transfer fee.
250 million from the selling of some of the academy players and second base players. So clearly, Vinny should be careful because I'm not torn out.
I be wanted to go.
Best set it up.
And also the BA never
to London from New York.
Fly 208.
And I'm not torn Vinny. Expect to say they are going all out for Michael Olise.
Okay,
which I think will even improve the quality of the team.
Now Liverpool, because I more to be team.
The moment ESPN Brazil. I'm also a report to say Obia Wakasa about Bruno Guimaraes and Arsenal deal. Now the omunim and say Friday numre and Arsenal in Newcastle arrival at 81 million pounds.
77 plus 4.
81 million pounds, which is around 95 million euros.
Hey.
Domo say Omoko Spain or Oko Spain. Asat.
Was that Spain or Cochrane teammates?
Asat ene. Obienu wa wetimi a confirm say
I saw something on X.
Mark Douglas. Mark Douglas. And yes, I report who is closer to Newcastle team.
Yeah.
And I'm for baby some Mark Douglas say on baby on a flight to see here. And I too free. Okay. Oko Spain.
Okay. Tino.
Us.
E moi de sika na ye adwuma oni sika. Obebu so Louis Kelly mo.
Sika na ye Ghana ya na ye kope ne bosia no.
And the top player. And go for any business. I have Madrid books no for the rest end the season. But Florentino Perez is doing some good business. Only what he has been able to do. The wages usually their wages are about 50% of total revenue. Or they about 46%. They made a lot of over 26 million. For year Jumani you. Every year Jumani. Ghana.
Oh yeah.
No, we have Bobo no number.
I say use microphone to force the clubs to do it.
Anyway. Maybe what FIFA guys in here forcing their president to withdraw. And we see them say, so can we get this in Ghana where GFA president so say na executive council of one say you have for say
corruption. Bruni the word corruption about. If when your opportunity to deal with them and yes,
good governance. So
But when you are going wrong, I'm too.
I'm a catcher. One wheels for none of pay.
Yeah.
England so.
They cannot support
England
this.
so I would draw more. So nobody can I endorse for the third term. No. England are also withdrawn, and other countries are also on their way withdrawing their third term.
I don't know go easier.
48 out of the 55. Unse UEFA for a selected Infantino.
Yeah.
If 48 out of the 55 associations in EU a passive vote of no confidence in Infantino.
I just say
won't mean standing the next.
But Qatar for us on Monday also.
So honor.
Morocco,
Sri Lanka,
Asokori Mampong Community Bank PLC. Ya fiti na watwa si. Ya no makai se bra wo bra nyina no abusua onso bomodem na adu sika no koto ba bia nyema be koyie e de amawo. Enhihye ne kama abrante manager no masa de bia wo dwen foforo eno ntususu dia Bank of Ghana nya to wo se wanya sa sika na wontimi mie no meso wa hit target no ko atwam de dache kwa no anu odem eye individual savings, corporate savings, social savings. Wo wi e pe no Backers in the one now, they are saying, Edge, when you take kama. We are no account will say, any be auto, who could be a bit boom quantangura, Brana say, you found a pasho, who call your pet, that is a salo no emergency biaba near the amount, who you pa. You susu dianua, and also at the chocolate trabiano, anyhow, salary no, at the honor at the private and government workers, so commercial one, Kojibi, Navacotra, Manfaco car, Nanyamanco Conkai, Yamanapa, yes, a Ukoton Viabina, a Nasurico Clano, a Biniho, Conasia, no Mobi, Nafi Fococle, Nanyamina, and Conkai, or animal. Yan was a real unity link, a pass link, and sealing Ninano, a dear remittance, or the Eddie Juma, a one or a suya, Yako as a Coriman. Come on, say, as some enemy came, a ho and a head office no a war. One woman share opposite men share Palace Museum no, Crobatan Bako, so I'm in the Udruha, so I'm a Mercury traffic light, a building one, pizza man, a woman also, Ubehuno, a new one, a doom new Palace building, no, a opposite railway police station, ho, and a Socorman for Community Bank PLC, Winnaka Crab modern, not to Susu ho, Sansabre Pum, obey to me abwow. Medo air cook Kumase Tanaso, a international Mama Abbey, Mamma Frisunane ba, Munsu Tanaso, Ufrinkai, or Boise, Usu Sofoli, Ubenya Tanasoka, Usa Patapajan Shiape, 19, the next bed, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, no do hobo ponoape, when Sani Faso, the Sambod Nisu, if you're painting yellow, Honsono, Obako to international Mama Abbey. Ya the idea, yes, the other cobe be a war bono, Sano no, Eddie Vim Shiano Nafe, walk on now could ya dance here, a second sir, Chronicasa 19 year, I shall say Sayano, Emre Manini, no quite something which is there, typhoid, fibroid, ulcer, diabetes, pressure, no, Manina ye kama debiano, Kwana woko, Kokone idea, how war, I must say, man, Samina Crano, etimi abba from hepatitis, no, in Fifreka can put etime edipa, kidney no massa wine, when ye, Becca Kagisi, Giscamon, now co India, and Suscani ho, Ninan a stroke, I don't call focus Samanco, Ninano, a abbey, Herba Clinic, abbey. Herba Clinic, a Budgetman dear, yes, no, or Himaba Coupe, Sansa over Drew Bruta, a 0243 345 392 0243 345 392 0506 460 208. Tana so patapa new sergeant na ho na obehunu abusua tie nie sika no ba bia wo de koto ye no wukọ na otwe oni akọhwe dade bia de tia na tie wo de ye adwuma maza emfa so bia emfa mrew adan na wo mfa nkoye investment wo Bayport savings and loans Bayport savings and loans wo du sika koye investment a ye wo 3 months de ho 6 months and ye 1 year e bi mpo putupuru bi biasi wo si ye to san kauten kan na nsuo e be yirifa ye mo de na mo ame Bayport one hwe kire hwe nifa na afi wotimi aboa na investment bi bia ye kama ye so de wo ye de no a ye nyina na connect to phone anu ntebra no so a wotimi ayi no wo momo no so abra so a wotimi ba ya so ye ne aye de ama o ko hono mu a Ghana card na hia ye wo momo ne mutim ne mu de omo be fam ayan hyehyeye sansa eye payroll land no eno mo eda so to do hobo Bayport a abusua so bia eni atri Pausika no koye investment sanse enche na awo e de ama ama bibia e koyie kuma se de e ya makom traffic light na se wa ho na be kwakọ to Mr Michael e 0242 288915 mo friend Mr Daniel no e 0244 598400 yeni ama amyenu no e Dorcas 0558 119281. Eugenia 0559980891. Bepo to the Odo Hobonwa was your future. Now. Tenated no yana nanom no me umma ye futuro ye umma ye futuo ho ye nso no me no aboy ye pa since 2003 a dear him and our such them kra e tenated vinake yesi e ma problem amuhia e bra mabu mu nsa no e be solve sa de no ahomete se wabu nsa na wakosere kwan se wonko adwuma wudidi sa agro no a ye yi wadi wadwumam eno nti bomoden na no no na e ma bibia nkoyie sabi nso fita bi en campaigns no eto ebetwa na bibia akoyie no e tenated vinake uwie pa na me yodom na mensa problem no wan hia de a ene wo ba be kwatia malaria typhoid no na stress no obekwatia no stress nti obiti dwane gaga wadro aye tenated malake na abomodin etima yefru ho ya no akai se mu a osa adokoro mo na wudidi abu ewa ni di abu so tia na etie ye de ade bi esusu wo mo nso ade bia no mframa bia ko gina mo yem gas na ko gina mo yem no modro aye tenated stomach mixture uwie pa kai se wani ni de yenkoso obi de entu kwan ne wiase de nipa kanea ene nani enu nti eno no obehia tenated hayan capsules eno eboa amanyama nyina chimi kon kan bra wani no ebeda ho bema wodi oduro eye before capsules ya no so se so fulai ba stop wo yenya krabata ba ko ho a ho ye 0552 713604 wa mo so me market no ho so de ba ko ho ye 0548 705 457 so am santasi apprehension so ape 0594 204 354 na chese nyema etimi akonkan eho enemo franco nie na chese miguso kai wo se die oboa amankofo nya Nokia Samsung iPhones ni nyina no eba welcome with accessories eno nti channel so ko ho a ne bono da form papa beche e di amaw mo so amokoto smart TV no kese ne church freezer no kama sanso na washing machine microwave blender generator CCTV camera no emfaunsa ntresika fo no so obi atimi to enesanse obi abetimi abo wura waso anytime nti bank ho office wo ofie fufro no mabi enko ho woda na wada wudrodum dia ya ba ajaba jewel adum old macon ko foklan new kajetia ho nyina no franco sefre no 0245 316969 0501 538605 power wahinda koso do ya ene ofrewa na chese yade na fense fatty liver no owaduro ye sanso na hepatitis B and C prostate no udidi agron kakra wodwonso na mu ye ya ehihye wo no ebomodin e kai wo no fibroid how kidney stone bomodin koi na fe yema SK yem kekaduro no emomodin liver care na chese liver no ye penso wo no mu a eho entichima na daachi bia ensam akọ ha adwene bema de waduro jirkajiri heba mester and capsules ye kokumasi fe ya se buzumtu road edo ya na junction no so mo akra kwabenya ACP road power bar stop takwade de Anaji estate yani ahantama bank no na eben kai se obefre 0244 544 422 0200 383 na nyama etumi akwankan ene eye Emmanuela apewu you don't have friend princess yes oba pachaman afolabi the great chamo was say yema princess special birthday emfa emano princess ye enura nti ba ko echna
omu nya time no ye omu
no bobo so pa
princess that time ya weda na ibibi wa abucha na
ade
say sama etwam sabe enye wan so omu nya time no ya around the same time
ai chamo
is ye ehwemu ye very hwemu obeko na ndra meka no say December say 8 month to around November December no ya wona ba oza tino di uja for ni ama ni October end November December no eze ya cheno all right tino enti amampo ni o se enem say the boy home no pem say mo report say o kai niema no
me kai pa bo
we no so betimi kura kwa abra wonya yi ebi ni say na fe Isaac na jibo
me kai kotokode no kwa mpoko die no was asem na no ayedin
say anything
kwa me die no it got to do with one Hamza na ono no giri yesa Hamza na mpeda asem na o say coach bia no ba wonya den obenya report ho na say kwa me die no coach no fine na ye discipline sha no kwa mpoko die no Today or report too late no.
Na sa report no. Say technical team ni nyina na ye ya.
Yes, and you no good. By Kwame do feel say Hamza no. And I yes I did.
So be nyada wa hu.
Very good. Until ono na yes and to penasem. Until now Janet Trimuka.
Okay.
Today report
adi azaba bi.
And that report too late no. Coaches no say onche sentia oye late na into no so ni ko boss say Hamza.
Go for no can come ho asem
dada. Very good. I can come ho asem dada.
Okay.
Dia no na say issue no start ya anti Kwame the number no maame. Alleged. Good.
It is alleged say.
Okay. Ne maame kese Hamza pa.
Mami bi frɛ
Hamza.
Omatimi establish say Abrante na
boss call by. Call Hamza.
I'm just say call na be omatimi establish say
ne maame.
Oh okay.
Yes. Do any okay cause.
And now obi na de ne maame phone ye call.
Da ne maame, Kwame maame.
Any man one.
Boss.
Okay.
It's only on so kasa pa ama Hamza hu say eh na de maye de na okay kasa kire me. Sabe de nyina ye ne wa training obani su ene man ye say.
Nti asam no kwa kodi. Hamza bomb mpanyimfo amane.
Very good. Ti asam no kodi suntre so police station mto mo frɛ ne maame no.
O so de ka internal ya na.
Eh na say wo kase me na wo dome me dia. O say me ma ye hwehwe me bia na obetim kra attack me ato ase. Nti etra agudie. Aye family aye binu na nkono mo ye. Nti coaches no survey ya no mo kan no ayi ifitiam say that wo kan.
Okay.
Nti na wie ye na o say coaches later mo sa afre kwa me say o ha no mo a o modern mo no ye wo strikers be insia na nya dia obesum nti is either obekwa akopɛ
ne gina asem ne sie no so ana se training no me
say boss omuri onenko ho ana so makanimi na abu.
Okay.
Later the final ne ye so catch kwa me say o performance no strikers now are looking at the omoye no I said that
who kwampuku no striker be na o otu no
so se dogo ho minta ho awuche no kra de so nam kwan so nso awuche mbo ne din kan so awuche so ho o mo boss strikers nyina anti na ye say o mo hwe akwa me nso
we dey asem fofra
sa
na kwa me we mo ya de chen we mo na
kwa me say na sen mo de mo ba fo mo na o de no so sa kan ho na ha adwene
okay
ti de ko fa
and no ba akoro no oh okay nti asem no propose for
oh say bia no de o metima aka
o ya be okay no me say players bi so eden
e bi to aso yes e bi to aso
ma o so ma chocho din wa
uche ka ho
on event no
every chamber for
din na wa handem so wo
ba sa Prince Badu ka ho
Prince Badu bi so ha
Prince Badu
Francis Akwabi wa
Francis Akwabi free be chamber ye no
Benjamin Tumbi wa
very good akra no so akra no say nkaira no ho wonsem on be na bo ni ma nyina de na koso camp na ni different o mo twe na so kra e ma de to kopa cho ti minim say ono de no so ye modern mo ana say performance ana subai no
and they say no so mo nko free ana
na bi say the kotoko this are so ma player bi nko free is either loan your ma do be ko loan ana say kope club brand enton
o go tia baby
so
na mi nya bi azam modwam ka o
ene
na ka mi nkope hwe na wa
bo dem bi no ho
na mahu Augustine Randolph
ono so ever justify
Asante
Boahin coach ibaye ya no mo so
amu akọ justify
amfa
oh okay na polo so tu Benjamin Asarefo
say on turu kwa no nko pes camera na ha dia
no so o say afi has be bomodin pa
Benjamin Asare na ka pese ndie has momodin no
me ka Benjamin Asare na ka
but polo no so
o say has bas nema has be no o ka odin ho aka hu
na polo so tunu fo say wa kan wi mum na mum mesro ma so na ko pes camera na
na Black Queens for no so na am ka so mo ya isem
Black Queens
azame kana
adenti boss
Ghana and Nigeria the attitude we know AFCON on the traditional o mo shase e ball ma ball no na ye ne but teams Zambia o ball na Malawi Cameroon yo mo say Senegal is fine o mo ni abrepa Algeria say ye she o mo ba de ko he ball o mo ene de sa Cameroon de penalty sha ye ntimi anti o say ene Mali ya di an Mali anu no
so ye
ba Mali winning raw
mo winning
but we should be able to beat them
sure
minim say ayese no
yes
guess no be keka o mo ho na o ma na satellite so
yes maso akofeli
maso mo ma
so they do many
okay all right you know that's
me dey maso ko ma ko duru obi Ivory Coast
o mo go there o
Omo pre-season omo to aso.
Oh, no, because some dey omo cross over Krabi
anu. Krabi. Omo di 3 weeks ho.
Oh, okay.
49 man contingent na koye.
49.
Say technical we playing body women and management. Omo
pre-season 49.
Oh, there be a be a players grab 20 pass the players 30 na.
Na no don 30.
Obi ko pre-season no nipa 49 kwa.
Boss.
Na abojo boss ana omo go.
Omo ko boss.
Omo fa mo nkola akakra mo be so promote omo.
Aside team no kwa no officials ne.
Omo nya di akiri.
So ko be boss.
Omo go there.
Afọ mo men no.
Management back for boss.
Yeah, no football here to tonight.
Na me dem so they travel well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, boss.
So what only more.
We on your place in your familiar with him and no be no Abidjan. As some do cook home. So tell me chana say. Na ni nyina no hena o several players ne kama. So
several players ni mpie.
Enye ni pie na we pie ne but
omo no man tie kurum dey.
Ombedi omoduane a at least omo ye familiar with.
Some dey normal check ya na.
E bia no mo pa check. So dey check dey say ko ya na city ni amu ye. Ti na no mo say ye do.
All right, that's it. Thank you man. Zach. Yeah, go ahead.
For the E20 day, I don't pay my who could be say Maxwell say he will try to fix now there's nothing to fix down there.
Oh, there's nothing to some lose back up.
There's nothing to fix down. He has to be fixed.
He has to be fixed, as in.
Oh, sir, he can. He's not in 2026. Also, E20, you are only giving yourself problem.
How then?
2026, you be a genie. You see, I dare young person be tears and say, sir, can for now. Consider the group no.
Maso Canini.
So can first got the uncle first one. You have the first one now.
Of Germany, only no.
Come on, no first Abajan. Omono. They are fading out.
Hey,
why no? They are going.
That number so credible fading out.
They are going. And they say,
how much age is saying?
Oh, your age, no, but the understanding of the current football, no.
And I'm not going to go to sell.
You see, only the difference between
and do difference.
Money, almost a day.
Neither know
they try to improve. Well, but they
oh, Zach, man.
They almost here and I don't know. Until you don't see any changes in their coaching. Oh, so I'm coaching here. No difference. Dear, oh yeah, no, now that you now, and one in 2026. So you don't see an improvement. Honestly, if we want to be serious, that is one area that we have to tackle. The overcycling of those old guys, no, AI too many. And what they are not performing. Then we continue to recycle them. Wokoha, Ubraha, and Koya. Let's find a very competent young person. Give him the job on a very long run in a fatigue manner. So no mun interfere.
Asema okay.
Now mun but the 20 says the master honestly.
I want to quite say on your opinion sir.
Onyini.
Ebi aka ba si Hayford mu kra de so mo de omo SP o man che. Na ma so nya na anu ye na obo ball aye we bi.
The coaching no. So no coaching here on bash mo aho.
Debi oni no.
Anya say.
Debi wo de ne kwa ni wo do.
The maker say sab. Bi ba o so mo no.
Say na anu ya na.
Munya ye.
This young man.
Kan o munje.
I will retire coaching them. Di nuru zongo ngo.
O say
me say.
Ma ito de maso onti amwa nti onye
omo batch no first omo woka no. I think there was another person from Manson. Was omo no
omo nya onye nemrem national team die. Say me say nemrem national team die. Omo mwa. Hono me gina. Say opese national team etumpon, especially the youth where development is very key. Where we see this U20 they are the nearest to blasters. Now amumwa what am problem no until so better be the club football be any problem. But if you are serious pa and nemrema that be U20 yam from mouse or more there be emwa
mate me de anye convince about mate
em the pass what
oh mate you come at
em the pass
me I'm struggling to find out why
oh there be oh yeah to see opa your opinion his
say na kwesi apia ka ho
opinion pusi ya obahu
kwesi apia mo hobi
isi me problem me say me ka say mo nkochi bi mu
omunya na say
and the U20 baby ye football jira no they are no mo na say ye dey
that ko nim
so mo develop say how well so baby am jira
chairman mate ko
nti ho ara me jira
chairman Zach mate
yanko ye nim so to say Benjamin Sare the reason why Agbeshi Solomon and any team no so monti as here to stay at house of folk no na ye too microphone one area omo transfers in football goalkeepers. This one place that omo transfers papa now no put some people was say this boy say Nwabali say Stanley Nwabali it said in Nwabali I'm not sure but says Stanley first national on the first choice goalkeeper Nigeria, and he has been a first choice for Nigeria for almost more than 5 years in the AFCON World Cups, and then he's the first choice goalkeeper. But he's struggling to move to get a club. He wants to leave South Africa. For all these years, why uncle Nigeria first choice goalkeeper for almost more than 5 years in there. And you understand why Agbeshi camp were not willing to commit their future to Hasbro, because there's a belief that maybe ana asare move on baby if you commit yourself to Hasbro uba be number second choice once again to asare, because e be obvious say goalkeeper of the national team there unbetu simple sir. You understand why Agbeshi unko took that decision. Polo advice and nke pa. But the biggest challenge, getting leaving no. Adding, if Asare will have to leave, I will say those agents, no, the handlers, no, and so we give him to get him a club for him to move. I guess the Obeko one season that's not on one has number one goalkeeper, because and pay transferring goalkeepers and the agent also no. Emwa unse being a Black Stars goalkeeper at the point number 1 before this World Cup Ziggy A2 so too, if he is a young goalkeeper and unse onya sa Black Stars number 1 and know they got a lot of teams will chase if it's a understand they will sign you, but an age those clubs a lot of clubs will adamant to sign a goalkeeper more than 30 years are free this league, so say over better bench keke there be at this stage. And and now I didn't sorry, but let's see. It's good if you maybe I will do so quite one and one more. That's obviously that is obvious based on how our system net here. So let's see what will come from Sanyamano. So to also Kotoko, any the players, any Kwame Poku and some the alleged call no Kwame Poku many all those news So to footballers, I'm in the how more because you see for a player to think say coach and permit him to the level that as Onona I'm paying for it takes certain decision against me for that matter. More be afraid to insult and threaten and those some so too. If you say a quarter maybe a song quarter. And obvious say Kwamboku had a bad season. That was last year. Uncle Yukra. A lot of fans believe the reason because of team this year. But you had second chance. Unsenka management in the buy na I said boy the buy na come for report na. I'm seeing Jato wana. Kwamboku or place go almost training on Krabi. Community okra. Kwamboku was one of the guys now top on the list of players of community training okra. But this team beside they say mu nyina mo mbra ne ye hwe say if the ka farm on ebia na nte saa ebia you can prove that yes na motie so come and prove yourself to us obaya then assistant coach who say how many there he tried to not to take it just that ne assistant coach team no mo di nkomo am say there be we serious matter you can't keep it for yourself because for someone to call you and threaten you a serious matter until let's report you to the director of football and go do yes I'm going to have to go and do police reports any sign money na kwampo and Spampedi Prince Bedu sa
say so be to improve
okay and you be fan sa Prince Chene o share listen dia am say one person a friend is saying Scar Kotoko Edukoto Prince Bedu ni die at least you expect in Zenka Kotoko Bejano kwa because Kotoko paid big money to sign him from Nations last January or no Prince Bedu no January no Kotoko heat no or two no heat so heat and me heat
what we old there anambwa Muza say one wabo half a season or go pay team and say or call loan and say and they will take decisions on them later.
So if or another coach am I guess you are not part of his plan. That one is done everywhere. On camera plans and see either we find a place for you or you also be then bring it. That's a we will not register you. You see stay with the
now do all right
that is the option.
Is also Masok no do ne sell.
I like to say my message.
Maybe
what say what you can pick up for a tryout.
Aba say na say for us catch him say ne papa be mo bunto mo person to.
David obey yeah. But so also investors, strategic investors.
No, sir, almost
2027, almost starting there.
I Highlanders, Akrumpa, maybe I'm new associate.
But for any friend, I justify okay. The giveaways are on
and then almost
and then security penny, I will mention.
Oh, okay.
Police nipa.
Okay.
Unfollow
the protocol, you know. When you have police here, there's quite a protocol in your. And see happy birthday.
There was a bizarre.
Nahoma.
In Siakra,
okay.
I don't remember no bidding corner, maybe son of question. Now, Kasafa, the state of Ghana football. It looks like every single tournament we have to Ebekubia and Yabani the soon ever. The Amagana for crying ni a reshimu when it comes to our football. The sad aspect, maybe I have a pano you to at this stage and say, so who's a Ghana Boboa? Now, who nipa be 20 extra worship. No so much TV at Chino Heba. Surprisingly, the one was similar when they say, nipa bear 6 out of the 20 how many Ghana players?
Last day,
last year work up here no more. Your bomb is Ghana and they're friend say. What they under 24 do na at least a second in coma or fly from Cote d'Ivoire to Portugal or KFC Porto.
To front a buy.
No, so no medium.
Okay.
My boy now call Black Stars.
Okay.
But the woman say it looks like yeah appointments anyhow. So yeah to the interest of our football.
In terms of appointing the coaches.
Yes, yeah to satisfy some people. My maybe say a question and a boy able. My so no do a coach Black Stars or coach local Black Stars. Why assistant coach under 20? At the point of the under 20 coach kaka. Say who started coaching from the junior teams. Now bana be do so. So to Tia ya kasa wait and go for appear so my blaster and a satellite coach.
David.
Patrao. Sir Luis de la Fuente. hwɛ the progress how they do the senior team na eduru maybe no so the dwumadie wo Spain national team ba na wie ya ne asa akɔfa no so me coach Spain na 20 Lionel Scaloni yes Argentina senior national to wagya mre bi atwam na wo ba na 20 so to how ye nyoma basa as ye nkwa yo tie ba bi foforo ne ye football oh na the arrow who wo mu ne say adwuma no kwa ya fa wo so wo coach na abaye no eno na mente Ghana coaches na say me kamenya kwa ze say na 20 nyam so to ye mama abrofo because mu gu ye nim ase dodo mo kwa ne asesa players amamo players ne dia mo kwa mu ni mo bate bia ofu say bi twa oka no waje no akoye adwuma ne egu anim ase me nkase ma so kodente ba bukum unkase wrestling ye dia na 23 ma Ibrahim Tanko ne yakobo ma to Azerbaijan ye fair players ma Ibrahim Tanko che kojo na kokochi ye interest nyina ye kwa befa so a ye bema players this stage now obi di the agents so we are na koton players no senye 2027 ene be host to Africa Youth Championship can say championship bi nko bi tie baby only as host nation say Ghana pa ko tournament ye ne Nigeria Burkina Faso Togo ewo group na Ghana ntimi an qualify so to ade we nya ro sem ye win single match wo de Nigeria kwa dey fine ye ntimi an she Togo ye ntimi an she Burkina Faso adenti ye bo na say ba bia ye duru ni si ani Togo bobo ye ntimi ni Togo mobo ye ntimi ni Burkina Faso mobo and this is what means to ye tia ye entertaining e dey na dey duru say eno na ese ye hwehwe say ye full under 20 wa mama na so mko under 17 aka under 17 by transition at least ke ye move to under 20 no ye nya kura be 4-5 players bahwe echaboni aye frefre we yo mu bayi so to udobo say team na dey be kwa African Youth Championship no about 90-95% of mom ko bo wafi ye be yo mu in every ne asa ko fofofraba sa dey build the team enti mobile say mobile be boy football na say mobile say mbogu football no you can't be running football like this in this country now we call it for 30 it's so shameful. Etu ye Ghana ni na o Ghana ye national aya wani mu you don't see improvement, you don't see signs of hope say that chi bi ani da so wo ho enoma nyina agiagu because we are not doing the right thing. It's about people's personal interest, finding a way to enrich their pocket. Omo botomu ne hia omo by sikana Ghana for sikana ebe se wo national team na Ghana for na tie na say de ye mom ni je no so that is not what we are doing. Me madam it is ma sokono do agi adwuma am so ma sokono do kura no me ana me nipa no but so me dwen no ho a maintenance ma memra ayi asante kotoko kaka be ma boda be didin komo kaka o training grounds wo na atete ensem kaka ne se de nyoma siko player CD se wo nyina nim se last season no dodo na no kotoko anhye de nyoma so mfa so ebi mu wo ho a se obi se awuchi to aside team no pre-season one master TV because when me ankoye medicals in them any other factors need the any move beyond pitch so to one my resource I wish say committee me aka na asem say the city based on say the city no reporting because asem to common say aside omo so indiscipline so a bad influence on some of the players.
Why?
Auchi.
Cheba for no.
Yeah.
Bad influence.
Yeah.
Say.
Say utimi mi do. Nkati bebe na bone ba ku mu asa o refra. Be se papa na wo mu nyina ana mebo ha. Yeah. Uyi no sinchen a last season he couldn't deliver. And one chess away a player so to the standard near kotoko standard. you didn't see change. Goalkeeper no kwade. Then Kwame Poku Zoto. Kwame Poku ka ho because on say and na sometimes here na me what problem say. Yes, supporters bet me recommend the player. But who your management it's your duty to Zoto so be him. On say player na supporters say force obo be bo anas one more. Kwame Poku say na supporters project. They come back na supporters project. Yemfanemra oh obeboa yemfanemra obeboa. But when you check Kwame Poku, the last 2 seasons before joining Kotokwa, so you could clearly see the performance declining. After knowing at a point, Asante Kotoko sacrificed a player. He was the heart and soul of the club at that moment in Justice Play, just to satisfy Kwame Poku. When he saw any Hamza issue, no. After when Kwame Poku realized yes, even the report Hamza gave to the new technical team through the board, no, the recommendation, no, now was so because as he Hamza Krano last season, Kwame Poku prior time Hamza was Obaya no man, the captain of the team. It will be our town same as to go to that level, but on the athleticism, and they also taught an attitude, and the training is also not good, and they could do. Prince Bedu Diano, man, say I just say amount 4%. Omo erem na ye but makasem to me judgment on players and they say you can be a fine player but no one fit into a particular system. Me hwe ni bebre ba kakra me hwe no when no join the Kotoko second round no to the technical ability of them. When we look or share the modern day midfielders now on say yes we have defensive midfielders but where even the typical defensive midfielders now. And they can hold on to the ball, pass well. And they want to be a defensive midfielder. Now we see with strength. And it's over we need duels, we need interception. Now we are there at the ball.
Okay.
Zaki Tomo na betche kwan si coach ifa so ball the ball. Ye dey enko South Africa. No ma betche setting clan no. Ope players aboard the one anu a. And the sad aspect is say to asem we be ntimi ma bonten. Unim say the technical team of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, headed by Retinkler, almost 30 players near training. They are quite disappointed. This majority of the players.
Pre-season,
and your mom knew. I say when your man kitting be a footballer. So to say some of the players are supporters naturally high problem. Ball control cry a problem. Try to even understand little things. Come to adding. It's a chair will say, our form one, how we even develop our players from youth level, no, and again, a problem.
Okay.
And T is also, yeah, how I know, and I used to so, Matisse go for Saka. Coach, no, one way I'm with the never call right back.
Saka Dauda.
Saka Dauda. Obeko right back. Obebo right back because. From the meetings, there's an attacking productivity no form.
No defending.
But attacking productivity no form. But Omufuzo born as a right backer, they will get the best in him. A lot of change. Players will have to.
Now go right back, and you wanna go for about I didn't.
What's that?
Right back. Right back, go for budgeting. I know Hakim.
Some of these changes was expected. Because, me bedu say no.
Bedu, I don't buy a woman fans.
Bedu omunya.
Anamikaya,
omunya betre kakra.
I don't know I'm so cause
omunya betre. Se omunya nyani tinton time omunya betre. At least I can one player meet me as
the technical way of
say Jibuna so means here Jim Coibra England they call World Cup and we're talking about options that the team should not be one dimension. Abasa you are easily predicted. Like you can easily be predicted. What's the Tinkler and based on Koma Edina or Bonnie free Chiribanka Kranka. So he would definitely want a number 6er. Obetimi aja dan na ho apase sa ball ni bi. Bon say yeah ha ball na ye ball.
Andres over.
Yeah ha ball na ye ball. Your matches bi o ha. You need somebody for your energy and for that aggressiveness based on the nature of our game. But now you boy ukrum to any venue biana
can ojiwe na.
Jaji honatum. But any venue biana your match is boy need to close the shot. It's all cartoon. A kwame na be cartoon. You need those aggressive players for our league ya boy
to be around you.
Exactly. In say nipa ne de any discipline. Ne de any say be insubordination be ne sa anioma no. Na purely technical, which was expected because na coach ni 11-11 and na bedu te bench. E won e ma signals no mo coach training guys nyanya as then ya semoba. Was no betima 11-11 na loss in ebo. Na bedu o bench. But me too, some of us feel that send ye bobo no ye kurum ha no. Oh. So be genium pass match bi beduru. Na be yen ye den kakra because me too most of the teams are Kotoko come away no. Most of the teams try to bully Kotoko. So if the player will conform and understand his rules, say no, it's either you will improve on this quality or you are starting from the bench. Keeping such a player around can be useful. Number 2, based on training gun news, there was certain 11-11 and a coach Manikobo as a centre back. Hokran Sama Imshen Bass, oh, dear me, the centre back, then I say, Ejani Yedu. So for a player was signing in January, the financial aspect, you know, so be Jana Manakosa them to how things say they must find a way around it. If only
they are not part of the coach.
When I say, I know the emergency, and I so there are some players he can make room to accommodate them in their plans. Because Ocean Dipano, Ocean Dipano need determination. Anyhow committed or yeah, or don't say oh. Obu oha you school no you bet try exams na me to or area na sa teacher for nka so there we dey new ready oh because you bet check other things so it depends on the options available. I can make a case I can make a case for Uche. I can make a case
Zonata players are now
I can make a case for Benjamin Chum because Moto abetena kotko 1.5 years match back okra onye bin die na coach ni bana ohun se wuntimi nda ebe edin. Left back, the left back, the issue is also Francis Akwa because Moto got 3 left backs. Patrick Essiedu, Joseph Fama, Francis Akwa. And they be a coach in betting at and say, Miss Share trainer or one. If you are woman now, more than one so many. Just a walk.
There were not try boys in the was several
positions. And I'm saying, make us a
one thing a coach, you know, yes, what you say. Ope players are omitiable multiple positions. So to be to say Amuano. That's it wrestling look.
No, some multiple centre back.
You soon as left sided centre back.
You soon on left back. On not match we were born in Bedu 4 and 5. In Tibia S one any. So me too. I think so many about 3.
You need a poor prince Bedun the over.
No, you see, don't say me too. That's some of the things that we know.
Who bet him for us?
You're behind the profile.
Set up defensively.
Any team Diana could connect or set up defensively.
Your
team
why the old England good.
But when
yes, you need other players with different vibes.
A certain philosophy as a football club. You don't move away from it.
Be
anyone to game be anywhere bonus as you are. Pep Guardiola because road your fit. Obey road did nothing number 6.
Major, you but the point I'm saying, you're born near ball Ghana, you crew my born near born. If you followed our league, there will be certain matches. Team from you know midfield. Yes, there will be some matches. The nature of the environment will call for maybe a double prince bedu, double pivot. You bet double. Oh, it's a 1 year, sir. Now what you say to Baba no skillful for now, no problem. But along the line, you can have some minor issues as time goes on. Inti hona me mention a free say nipa ne de ani nya suban nipa ne de ani nya bia oye lakadesika na say bia bisa na ye de
we man chance
o say coach in the system de jibo wa Canada enu ti robe prefer mo age pass ba ball na ye ball kura me to mi say duru ba bia onye omo de ani e din kakra be she ball nu moto e duru ba bia especially with Kotoko e duru ba bia onye omo a match bi o ha eni e din kakra enti nyani nyina na f play pass and control hit pass and move no yo
More heat case, no. More revisit, Anna Jenny. Or more revisit. Dozo. We can't bro Funcho, Prince Badu, but Jenny more. Much more Mubiano. All right, PSC Neba na say, Crobia Sante, translate more Mabade more Mubeka news for Mumpe Sola. Say Mona Moye Mufia na say, Mubibi ne Bibia, Monkanchen say, and then the solar on Abaso. Solar panels, no, solar inverters, no, lithium batteries, no, and there was solar, no, you num cania. We have bought panels, no, so say, need be a command inverters, no, batteries, no, and you run the econ. Upe solar for 0242. And time no cry,